Welcome everyone to Ferriphobe Campaign 2, Episode 30. My name is Sam Lander, I'll be your GM, and I have some players.
My name is Zerga, playing Lumi, the Circle Stars Druid.
My name is Valeric, playing Elros, the Battlemaster Fighter.
Hi, I'm Suda, playing Risha, the Rogue, and I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
Hello, I am Sadie, playing Zari, the Barbarian.
I am Inter, playing Crier, the Monk.
And I'm Ashes, playing Iberkeet, the Divination Wizard.
So last time, you guys questioned after having much discussion about should we split the party or should we not now. Questioned a guard as a group, fed him a little bit of information that you wanted him to know, got a little bit of information from him, and went out and managed to, over the course of the middle of the night, find a fair number of the shards that you knew the location of, shards and the idols that were a little different, but you found those, and upon figuring that you're not going to be able to get any more of those before morning, you decide to go to the keep, the main guard keep, and see if you can locate the wand that Iberkeet has been dreaming about these last few weeks, months. With a bit of divination magic and a locate object spell, you decide that it is in fact inside of the keep, and that the best plan is to trick your way into the keep. Meanwhile, your companion Anya has been losing her mind for reasons unknown to you and has gone a little unsettled. So Lumi takes Anya away from the keep. Everybody else goes around to the front, and it works right up until the moment that it doesn't, and you guys are discovered just outside the keep doors by a observant demon who manages to figure out who you are, at least a couple of you, and you kill the demon. You knock out the guard after you knock him out, wake him back up, knock him out, or you kill him. You knock him to dying, wake him back up with magic, and then knock him back out again, leave a map on his no longer corpse, and with the peals of the alarm bells ringing in your ears, Lumi casts a quick pass without a trace, and you guys are currently ducked into a side alley right about here. You don't know if you got spotted going that direction. And we'll start there.
Okay, we are really close to the central guard barracks. Or the central guardhouse. So what's our play, guys? Did you find something? Did you get a whiff of Anya's daughter?
Yes and no. It seems she's been leaving marks around the town, like letters, locations, and we thought we'd follow it, and it went this way, which is when I saw you guys were attacking big boys, and I thought danger.
Okay. So have you reached the end of this trail leading to a proposed dragon?
I think we're about 2/3 the way along the alphabet.
Okay. Well, let's try to keep following these. Anya, also, what is your daughter's name for when we see her, so we don't just yell, "Hey, you dragon!"
Her name is shoot. Rajiya. Rajiya.
Raja.
Right. Yes, Raja.
Okay.
Eberkeet and Lumi. You guys can hear Eberkeet, you can hear the main portcullis of the keep opening up. And Lumi, you can hear other guardhouses' alarm bells start ringing. Bells are pealing across the city.
Well, if it wasn't before, it's a hornet's nest now. And the letters go further into the city. Are we really sure we want to go further in with all these alarms chiming?
We need to find Raja. And hopefully hopefully the trail keeps heading towards one of the gates. But yes, as soon as we find Raja and convince her to not kill us, and leave with us, we need to head for a gate.
I mean, the trail led away from a gate, which depends on which direction you want, which end you want, I suppose.
I'm assuming we're about 2/3 through the alphabet. I'm assuming Zari will want to complete the alphabet. So
Until we find a dragon at the end.
I was led to assume that the alpha looked like it was somewhere near a gate, and the omega, the omega or the Zulu was somewhere else in the city.
We haven't found Zulu yet.
No, I know.
Well, it was coming from the south gate. Who knows? It may be going. It may end near the west gate. I know.
Lumi, give me an insight check, please. Since you saw it, insight with 13. Center of the city. If it heads and keeps heading in the direction you're thinking it's going.
No gates, just middle of the.
Well,
Okay. Well, let's follow it anyway, and then if we don't find a dragon at the end, we can leave. Okay. Yep. I really want to find this dragon.
Same here.
You're not the only one.
Okay. I will peek my nose out the alleyway and start looking for Tango. I'm guessing Tango is a likely place we'll come to.
Investigation. And then everybody needs to make a stealth check with you have Pass Without a Trace up currently.
That's plus 10, right?
Yes. Correct.
Have I had time to take off the rest of this armor?
Yes.
Okay.
You've been doing that while everybody else has been discussing dragons and their...
That's what I figured, but I wanted to ask.
Well, off to a great start. 2 nat ones.
Oh.
Although the nat 1 for stealth is kind of outweighed by the plus 10 stealth. Kind of.
Wow.
It probably still counts as 2 failures for a group check.
Okay. So you guys get... Lumi, you get about 5 minutes into searching, and you realize you've lost the plot, and every time you guys poke your noses out, some guard spots you, and you have to make an effort to lose them again. And you've burned half of the Pass Without a Trace time that is left, and you have found no further indication of where these markings were. Like, you've lost, like, you're so turned around at this point, you've lost where the last one was.
Shit.
As you're currently ducked underneath a cart, standing in about 2 inches of water, and there's a patrol passing by, having just missed you.
Anya, are you picking up anything?
I mean, the apples in the cart above us smell pretty okay.
I mean, about your daughter.
Well, okay, so I'm not a dragon right now. I mean, I am a dragon right now, but I'm not a dragon right now. And have you ever polymorphed a dog into a human before?
No.
Well, then that example's not going to do me very much good.
I've turned into a cat before.
Okay, so you know what the smells are like when you're a cat, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and you know that you can't do that when you're a human so much?
Yep.
Human, Feyan, right? You guys
Yep.
aren't human, technically.
Because our nose is not the same nose as the dragon's, is not the same nose as the cat, is not the same nose as the dog's.
Right, so, and she taps the side of her nose. If she was strong enough, maybe. But, like, if she's not around, then, like, there's too much rain. I might be able to smell her if it wasn't raining, like, the last however long it's been raining.
Weeks.
Well, yeah, it has been weeks, hasn't it? Is this normal weather for you?
No.
Well, right. The wizard said that. Sorry, Iberkeet.
We are normally very, very dry. Except in springtime.
So
And this is not springtime.
I suspect that if we want to make our escape, we might be wanting to make our escape soon.
Got some time left on the Pass Without Trace, but not much.
Oh, Iberkeet, can you cast the locate object again?
Let me see here. Locate object.
Because I think I have an object that we might be able to find on her.
Okay, if I haven't seen it, then me casting the spell doesn't help.
Oh. I can't describe it to you?
It's up to the DM.
Is it a very unique item? Or is it just...
No, it is a very unique item.
I can also locate a kind of item, so if it's a necklace, I can locate necklaces nearby.
It's a plumb bob. It's a specific one. A plumb bob is a thing that you hang and shows you the direction that is down the most. It's useful for leveling walls and stuff. This one isn't useful for leveling walls. It's what she's been using to make the markings on the walls, though.
Is it a diviner tool?
It is a diviner tool. It shows you the direction of the thing that you're looking for. If the thing that you're looking for is the thing that you want the most. And there's a whole thing about, what do you really want the most, and it's not important right now. The point is, how specific do you have to be for your locate object?
That's up to the DM.
Can you pop it into
the
chat, please?
Yeah.
Describe or name if object familiar to you, so it has to be familiar to you.
Yeah. Spell
Does
can locate
Anya
a
not
specific
have
object
locate
known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. So it's up to you if, like,
So you could find
diviner
the...
plumb bob is not too specific.
So you could divine for a plumb bob, but you're gonna find the nearest one that is in town, and there's probably hundreds, if not thousands, of them.
If there's like a masonry.
Does
nearby.
Anya not have locate object in her spell list?
I
or
don't.
minor illusion?
I do not have it prepared. I do not have minor illusion either.
Okay. Second option. We are really close to the Grand Taberna. Can we go find a skull shop and steal one of their scrolls so you can cast it?
I mean, if you know where a scroll shop is,
Stealing?
little petty theft is not too bad.
I'm really good at that.
That doesn't
I am
surprise
perfectly fine with that.
me. All right.
Or we just might ask the Twilight Virtue for one?
We can't ask anyone. We're not supposed to be here.
Well, you guys know the town. Lead the way. We'll find a scroll shop.
Okay, we've lived here. We've lived here basically all of our lives.
Yep.
We know where a magic scroll shop is in the Grand Taberna area.
Yep.
Iberkeet has probably been there to get some spell books for teacher.
So we're gonna say this building right here is a high-end magical goods store. I need a name for a high-end magical goods store because I didn't.
The Bookworm.
Okay, sure. Number 15. WVRM. Verm. And add text. That color. Okay, the book Verm exists. So yes, absolutely. You guys are relatively nearby. It's a saunty or a 5-minute saunter over there. And yeah, so this place is a high-end magic store. There are some implications there.
Risha, let us try try to get through the door. Check for magical traps.
To the back door, not the front door, if it has one.
Yes.
It absolutely does have one.
Can
Check for magical traps
Just-
and mundane traps.
do this. Gotta push the button.
That is an investigation to check for
It
traps.
is brain.
Seems fine.
Brain.
Add a D4 from Lumi's guidance.
I'll allow it. Seems fine.
Can I also investigate? Oops.
Yes,
mean to
but
click
it's a
that.
much higher DC for you since you're a wizard and not a rogue.
Thief.
Well, I got a natural one.
That was impressive.
It's a door.
It's not, you didn't get a natural 1, you rolled a 1 on your 4, but it's only a
No, I rolled a 1 on the D20. I rolled a 4 on the D4.
Oh.
It's a door.
So Risha, with that 14 investigation and that 11 sleight of hand, I would like you to make a reflex saving throw, please.
Better.
Oh, that's good.
So you manage to leap out of the way as your lockpicks fuse to the lock with some sovereign glue, which doesn't splash on you, but the lightning bolt that goes out of it hits in you and anybody behind you. What is the lightning bolt? 66?
8d6?
8d6. Thank you.
I believe it's the same as the fireball, only in a line instead of a big boom.
How do you? Is it slash roll? Slash roll.
Slash roll.
30
86, yeah.
33 damage. Div to so that's 16. Risha.
You don't have evasion, do you?
No,
I don't think yet.
Just the cloak. No, 6.
I would like everybody who was gathered around, give me a luck roll. Exceed 10 and you weren't in the path of the lightning bolt.
Oh,
So Lumi, Eberkeet, you guys need to make reflex saves.
Iberkeet, you got a portent on you?
I do.
I guess portents work for any d20 roll, so
But I don't need it.
I still need a reflex save from, or not reflex, a luck save from Elros. DC 15 reflex, so or dexterity save. So 16 damage, both Eberkeet and Lumi.
Elro, so you need to roll a flat d20 to see if you were even in the path.
Yeah. Well, I need to roll that for Anya too. Oh, Elros nor Anya were in the path. All right.
So just Iberkeet, because he was looking at the door also.
And Lumi.
And Lumi, because I was near Risha with guidance.
Yep. So there is a glowing rune on this door. There is a sovereign glue filled lock.
Wait, that wasn't your good luck pick, was it?
No.
So I don't know how many lockpick sets you have, Risha, but you are now down one.
I think the big question is, was that the magical one?
Yeah.
No.
As this all happens, you see Crier meditate a little bit, and then you see the rain damp a little bit from him, like it's heating up.
Okay.
And I cast Wholeness of Body,
Ooh,
giving
neat.
me extra. No, 4 more hit points.
All right. The back
No, it's
door
not the
seems like a bad idea.
Tis very. This door's not going anywhere.
Any windows on this side?
There's one on the second. There's a couple on the second floor.
Describe the door, other than being magically trapped.
It is a bronze-bound wooden door. It's relatively heavy in construction. Got a magical glowing rune in the middle of it.
It's probably warded against just bashing through it.
Would the acid splash on the lock work?
You don't know. You could try.
All right, everybody stand out of the way of the lightning bolt.
Probably won't trigger again.
I don't want to test that theory.
It's a dex save, which I think inanimate objects automatically fail.
Inanimate objects, in fact, automatically fail dex saves. And there is another lightning bolt that scorches through the night as the acid hits the thing. Although all you guys know about which direction it was headed in, so managed to not be there. So yeah, there's now a hissing glob of acid that's currently melting the lock, the sovereign glue, and the lockpicks. It's gonna take several more of that
Hmm.
Okay.
Doors have about 50 hit points.
I'll
Yeah, but how many of those hit points are going to trigger a lightning bolt at me?
Yes, is the implication.
I'll dash between the allies that we have here.
Okay.
To check if I see any bodyguards coming through here.
Cario, can you climb up the roof and maybe like misty step into the building? Through a window.
Perception, please enter. 22. You don't hear immediate guards at this exact moment.
I'm good with horizontal speed, not vertical. So climbing is not my forte at that point.
Fastball special.
I'm training it, but it's not there yet.
No. Are there any windows at the front where we could get a familiar summoned inside?
There's a nice big like glass because this is a fancy place. Nice big like glass showcase window.
Is there a chimney or some sort of air vent on top?
Likely yes, not that you can see from your current location. Most buildings have one or more chimneys.
Lumi, can you turn into a small animal and climb in through the chimney?
Yeah, yes, but and Lumi will actually go to the front and summon familiar inside the building. Something with something small with enough dexterity to operate a lock, and instruct it to unlock the front door.
A chinchilla.
I would need you to make an Arcana check, please. Okay. So your familiars are like summons, right? You're summoning Fae or other.
Yeah, and not mine. Mine are Fae.
Right.
Period.
You make the effort, expend the energy, whatever it costs you. You see a little bit of like tuft of fur as this thing starts to appear, and then it just vanishes.
Yep. Sort of, kind of afraid of that. High-end magic shop and all. Either we need to find a low-end magic shop and hope, or we need to just go. Because high-end shops tend to be high-end protected, as evidenced by our efforts.
I have one more idea. I don't like it, and it's probably not going to work, but I have one more idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon a ghost.
Sure.
It can go through walls.
It in fact can. So you guys see Ibrahim do something that she's never done before, and there is now an ethereal, barely visible creature standing next to Ibrahim. And you have control over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to go through the wall and try to get the door open from the other side. Specifically go through the wall, not through the door.
Right. So this creature, yeah, it moves through the wall. You guys, if somebody's out front, can see it in the main room. Please give me your Arcana. And with a little bit of expended effort, Ibrahim, the front door opens. And there's a creepy ghost standing in front of the door. Silently
Lumi will
screaming at you.
Yeah. Where'd you come from?
All right. Door's open.
Thank you, strange spirit. Please, can you please send it away now? Let's go.
I'm keeping watch.
Okay. Yeah, another perception check then. Everybody,
I'm staying outside, keeping watch as well. Because
it'll be an investigation. The one person can roll with advantage, or two people can roll. Lumi, you notice that there are guard patrols coming up the street. Can't see you yet, but you can hear them coming.
Everybody inside, close the door.
I'll relay. Guard's coming. Find it or hide.
Inside and close the door. They won't suspect anyone's inside.
I'll stay outside.
Okay. Who's inside the building? Who's outside the building?
I'll shuffle in and try to silently close the door behind the last person entering.
Did you unsummon the ghost, by the way?
No.
Still there. All right.
Yeah.
So whoever is the nearest person to the ghost, it is facing them, and its mouth is open in a rictus scream, but you can't hear a single sound.
Probably Zari then, because that one.
Right.
Very disturbed.
Also, just because Lumi will do an additional.
Okay. Everybody outside the building hide with pass without trace. Everybody inside the building.
Yeah, I think that's gone. Actually.
Oh, did you need to?
One
concentration.
Guidance is concentration, and two. I was assuming that we would use the last 15 minutes getting to the shop.
No, you still had a little bit of time left. But if you burned another concentration, then yes, it's gone. I don't know what all is concentration. So just straight stealth. Oh, those inside the building get advantage.
Oh, I'm not gonna hide. I'm just gonna move in a direction that they,
You still have to do it stealthily.
No, he's being spotted on purpose.
Oh.
Because he can outrun them.
That is an accurate statement.
Good idea.
So try to get spotted.
Yep. So
here.
With that, I'm not even gonna care about the stealth rolls, because one of them points at Cryor and goes, I spotted one, and Cryer starts leading them on a merry chase, leading them away from you for at least the time being.
Benny Hill theme plays.
Yes, Benny Hill theme, absolutely. Like, you have to try to keep them within view behind you, Cryer, because, well, you're Cryer.
Yeah, I'm not doing that too long because they can maybe, split off the group and try to corner me.
Right.
So I'll do that until, let's say, we are here, and then I try to lose them.
Okay.
And double back to the group.
All right. So those of you who are in the shop, pick somebody, make an investigation, and do it at advantage, or pick two people to do investigations. And then
Guidance on one of the searchers.
Cryer, I
I'm
need you to
pretty
make
good
a
at
stealth check.
investigation.
I'll use my inspiration for that.
Oh, jeez. like the ghost. All right. So who's good at investigation? I think you are, Iberkeet. I don't know that anybody else
Yeah.
is.
I have a +5
Eberty.
+1 d4.
And maybe Risha since thievery.
And there's a guidance out for one of the searchers.
All right. Let's start rolling.
Did you just inspiration a 1 into a 20?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Wow.
That's what inspiration is for.
And then that's plus another d4
Yep.
from the guidance.
22.
So 22.
Risha, were you going to do it as well, or are you going to assist?
At this point, I don't think I need advantage.
Advantage is always helpful. Unless it's not. Risha's being very quiet. Risha may have had to step AFK.
No, Risha's microphone went.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Roll your investigation, Risha.
Risha's outside
Oh,
where it's nice and raining and cold.
Iberkeet, roll with advantage then.
Okay, I'll do another roll. Where is investigation? There it is.
Because electrical burns go burr.
Plus another d4. Could technically not be higher. Nope, never mind. Doesn't matter. The 4 could be a 4 and it'd still be less. The 4 is 4 and it is still less. All right,
So
with
I got
a
22 and a 21.
With a 22. It takes you a while, but you do find, you are confident, a scroll that contains locate object.
All the divination spells are probably in one area, so just take all of them.
They're all next to a crystal ball.
Ooh. I'll take that too.
All the scrolls and the crystal ball.
Okay. You take jeez. There are 4 other divination scrolls here. What level is locate object?
Is it second or third? I think it's second.
Second.
Yeah, it's second.
School of Divination spells. That's what I want. Divination. That's not helpful. I don't want to search. I want game rules. I'll come back to you with what scrolls you get, and you also have a crystal ball.
Okay, I can wait till end of game if you need.
Yeah, it'll be a minute.
Yeah.
You also have a crystal ball. Make an intelligence save.
It's a good thing that's the one I'm good at.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a portent to make that a 15 plus 8 is 23.
This place has scrolls of divination. This is a specific crystal ball. There's an implication there that should be pretty obvious of they can find you through it.
Oh, okay. It's a palantir. It's 2 ways.
Uh-huh.
All right, I leave it behind then.
All right. You do get your 4 scrolls though, including your locate object. And after about 15 minutes, it's about 5 in the morning. There's a little peak of sunrise, maybe through the rainy clouds. The clouds are a little less dark. And the search is getting more intense. Like the patrols are waking up and spreading out. Fewer people per patrol, but more patrols are happening. And it's getting progressively harder to dodge them.
Are we getting closer to the time where a refresh at dawn item will recharge?
This time of year, you got about an hour before that happens.
This is likely the last time I may be able to do this. And Lumi will start casting and cast a final cast of Pass Without Trace.
All right, Pass Without Trace.
Using a 3rd level spell slot.
Use the locate object, I guess.
I don't think she's... It's only 1,000 feet. I think we want to have a better idea where she might be before we... It only lasts 10 minutes and it's only 1,000 feet. So I'd want to be close. I think. I mean, I can cast it if you want me to.
We only got 1, right?
Yes.
Try to head out then, camp, and go back again when it's darker.
Second time.
Or maybe find a good spot in the city to hide in. Like, I know I can hide at the monks, but they probably have that under observation.
You think that anywhere that you were known is probably being observed at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly the single one spot that they wouldn't be observing is through the Thieves Guild. Because who knows where they're really at.
Yeah, I was ready to about that last night. I was like,
What tells us they're no friends of the guard.
Iberkeet, just before... Okay, so you all observe this, but just before the end of the summon, because it only lasts a minute, I think, or 10 minutes. Well, it does last a limited amount of time. You see the ghost approach Iberkeet and give her for an hour. Okay. Give her a ethereal hug and then appear to inhabit Iberkeet's body. Iberkeet, you feel cold for a moment and then disappears.
That was weird.
Yeah, I get the willies. I do a little shiver.
Zari votes for trying to seek refuge at the Thieves Guild.
What if they rat us out for money?
We have a dragon they want to talk to.
Risha, do you trust them?
Do you trust them? I'll trust them if you do. I mean, are they scallywags bent on earning the most money through whatever means possible?
I wouldn't say whatever means possible.
So yes, probably that. Also, I am not connected to Roll20 at the moment.
Same message hit.
Nor am I.
Oh yeah.
Did you see my Whisper Lumi? The
No.
Okay. I will do it in Discord. We'll just use Discord as we can. Oh, shoot. Names. Zerter. Haha! Why do I not have Zerter? Why is there not a friend? Why is there not a search?
If you just click my name in the channel
Right.
name list and direct message, it'll open up regardless how long since you've messaged me.
I refreshed the page and seemed to be back.
Okay, I will do that as well. If we don't have the ability to do dice rolls, we can just do IRL. Or you can just do rolls in D&D Beyond, or IRL also works.
Looks like it's back up.
Yeah.
Just a hiccup.
Yep.
Who's playing with the arrows?
I don't know. Purple Risha.
Risha or Ibiki?
Both.
Or both.
Both.
All right. I mean, I don't know the city, so lead the way. Where are we going? 21.
Yeah, if Risha trusts the Thieves Guilds, I'll trust Risha.
Zari trust the Thieves Guild. Or at least trust them enough to negotiate with them.
Risha doesn't trust any buddy. Present company excluded.
Come to think about it.
We don't have time to think about it. Let's just go to the Thieves Guild.
There's a tree farm outside the city.
We want, if we're going to hide somewhere, we need to hide in the city, because I doubt we're going to get back in the next night. Let's go to the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, but Rajiya might be outside at the tree farm.
Why would she be outside at the tree farm?
Because when I saw her, she looked like she had slept real rough. And when I've been mulling about, the only place that seems logical is the tree farm outside of town.
Lumi, she's a dragon. She can sleep rough anywhere. She's a dragon. I doubt some boulays are going to try to ambush a sleeping dragon person.
I mean, I wasn't
if they're on a rock.
But they did absolutely try to attack us before.
Yes, but also you weren't a full dragon and couldn't transform into a dragon.
I mean, fair enough.
Please, let's just go to the Thieves Guild.
To the Thieves Guild?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Please, they have war, and you can help heal these birds.
All right, you guys go to the number 2, the bottled leeches.
On my way there, Risha, take 10 points of lay on hands. So you stop zapping.
It's warm and comforting and in like a super like fun way, Risha.
That tastes purple.
You also weirdly hear the sensation of scorpions skittering across rock.
Also that.
Yep, that tasted purple.
Strangely enough, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I need a stealth roll for you guys to get from here to there. DC has increased. It's now at about a 20. So group stealth, plus 10 for pass without trace. It's a good thing you guys have pass without trace up, because that is 5 successes and a failure.
And I can't help with portents anymore. The only one I have left is a 2.
I mean,
You can give the DM that now for his detect us.
All right. So you guys make it there. It is pass without a trace is almost gone as you're getting to the front door. But the door is open and the place is unlocked. It is 6 in the morning. And the familiar smell of this apothecary greets you, and it is dry and warm and just a little bit planty.
Lumi will probably step inside, take 2 seconds, and just do a before moving on.
Zari ushers everyone inside, and closes the door.
Finally, a place dry.
After a couple minutes, a tiny woman, 5 foot if she's lucky, comes down the like, or passes through the like beaded curtain in the back, and goes, "Can I help you? It's 2 o'clock. It's morning."
Risha, do your weird hand sign thingies.
Sorry, you're so not subtle.
And your double speak that's not double speak.
So the unsubtle one wants the other business, is what you're saying?
Yes, indeed.
You still have to give me the password.
Rattles off password.
Fine. Nobody ever wants me for my herbs. And she like pulls the curtain back and leads you guys back the way you came before to get into the
This one will someday. Pats me on the shoulder.
Yeah, for herbs, talk to this one.
Ooh, you like herbs? I have so many of them you don't understand. Nobody ever comes inside for herbs. She's like tugging at you a little bit, Lumi.
Well, I could talk about herbs and plants all day. Today is not a day for that.
Well, that's disappointing. All right. Well, you guys, I am under the end. I you know the way. I'm sure you do. It's so blasé about it. You know, some people try to be subtle. What if you were a guard or something? Wait a minute, that doesn't work.
Those are looking for us, so yeah.
Can I get an insight check from everybody, please? Jeez.
Nothing gets past Ibrahim.
Accurate statement. Zari, Lumi, both of you realize that she's tiny not because she is tiny. She's tiny because she's young. Like, she's got makeup on, which makes her appear a little older, but she's maybe 14. Thinking probably the daughter of the purveyor of the shop. Oh, and also probably the person, especially Ibrahim, the person who actually collects all of the herbs for the front. All right. Bad Sama forgot to actually write down the Thieves Guild, but I believe there was a bar, like the main part was a bar after you got past the
I just remember
front.
going and signing into a book, and then we talked to Scanlan in an illusion room.
Yeah, that one, that's later.
Yeah, that was after the bar. I think it was a bar.
Yeah, so this place is empty. At 6 a.m., the only people who would be here are the like heavy, the hardcore drunks, and even them seem to have been hauled off. And it's like 15 or 20 minutes before a bleary-eyed Scanlan comes wandering out from behind the bar, looks at all you, looks at all you again. Just like he's trying. He. Give me another insight check, actually. Anyone with a 15 or higher, which is most of you. Most of you realize that Scanlan is currently weighing the reward of turning you in and not turning you in. Like there are scales behind his eyes, and he's making a.
Okay, so will this possibly swing it in the direction? Hi, Scanlan. We brought you a friend. This is Anya, the dragon.
That's a human. Anya looks insulted.
Anya, why don't you smile at him?
Yeah, entirely too many teeth. Let's get an insight check from Scanlan. It's I mean,
it's way too early.
It's way too early. He's like, no, yeah, she's got a pretty smile, but what does the human have to do with the dragon?
Do you not notice the too many teeth, and do you not know that dragons can transform into people?
Why would I know that?
Because you have a book on dragons.
I don't have a book on dragons. My boss has a book on dragons. Right. Okay. So what you're saying is you want to talk to my boss again?
Yes.
Sorry. This is not Scanlan. This is Bruno.
Bruno, yeah.
Sorry. Bruno is the front man. Scanlan is the boss.
The boss.
Yes.
About the bounty, what's on our heads again?
Well, it keeps going up, but last I saw it was at 1,500 brass each, and there was no distinction for alive or dead.
I'm insulted.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit low.
I mean, that's like retirement money for a thief.
Yeah. I'm still insulted by it. The amount of trouble we're giving Georgie, it should be at least double that.
Yeah, why are you guys giving trouble to Georgie? I don't understand.
Because she is trying to perform a ritual to destroy the town, and we're trying to stop her.
I will take your word on that. All right. Well,
There's not much things to steal if it's destroyed.
I'm the dragon. Nice to meet you, madam. I will take your word for it that she is a dragon. And he goes, thank you. Just get to no respect anymore. And he says, my boss isn't up yet. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. She's usually going to bed about now. I don't know if you've met our type of people before, but we're not generally morning people. So
That's because mornings suck.
Do you have a place for us to stay?
Can we hide here, please? Until night.
10 brass a person, 50 a person if you don't want me telling anybody.
Done.
Right this way.
Inventory.
Can I get guild rates, Bruno? You know you love me.
He most certainly does not love you, Risha.
Risha, I think we've had this conversation. If you want to get guild rates for things, you have to go through Vex.
Ew!
That's what I thought.
Zari gets a shiver at that.
Oh,
Lumi gets a third. Ugh.
It's dawn, Lumi, so your thing refreshes.
Zari pays for herself and for Anya.
Okay.
So 100 gold.
Yep.
I'll pay for myself and actually mosey on out to the teenager at the front and try to get herbs to refresh some of my hero sketch charges.
Don't get caught.
She like you have a conversation that gets you a discount. It takes like 3 hours though, Lumi. But you don't get caught.
Risha literally looks at the brass in her hand and almost starts crying as she gingerly hands it to Bruno. But
thank you.
Okay.
Right this way. I think Risha, you know where the rooms are. You can take everybody there. He tosses you a key.
So yeah, hopefully can take a short rest for the people who need it.
Yep. So y'all get a short rest, and you are not going to be exhausted. So feel free to hit the short rest. That's not the button.
Let's see my magic items charges return at dawn.
Yep.
Every day.
Yep.
All right.
I think I built the item wrong. It should be 1 charge per spell, not 1 charge total. So.
Oh.
I don't understand how to build magic items very well. Wow, Lumi's rolling good on the hit dice.
Yeah, it took me from hair over half to full.
All right. So, you guys crash as it's been a very long night. And you, because this is underground and there's no window, the room isn't large enough for all 7 of you, but you're all piled in here anyway. And it is a very musty awakening when you start waking up. Anya has found like a high corner on like like she found the top of a armoire to like curl up on. You think this room is probably normally just a storage room.
Yeah, I think I'll just sleep leaning against the wall.
That. Okay. All right. So, yep, short rest. It's you guys don't have any sense of time. It's dark.
Eberkeet, can you check those other scrolls and see what they are, see if anything useful?
Yeah, I can, but I don't think the DM wants to go through all that.
He has a list now.
You got 4 scrolls, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you said.
One was a locate object.
Scribe would be nice if it's in that list.
Along with your locate object. Thank you for the by level list, by the way. That's super helpful.
Yep, Wikidot's a great site.
Let's see. What does Arcane Eye actually do?
Basically an invisible eye that you can use to scout an area.
And move around?
Yeah.
I think you have that.
I have clairvoyance, which is either vision or audio and doesn't have dark vision.
Right.
Ah.
All right. So it's you guys are guessing mid-afternoon, but you're not sure because again, dark room, no windows, underground.
Zarya's fine with this, just waiting for Scanlan to wake back up and so we can have a negotiate.
Okay. She's just gonna hang out in the room for the remainder of the day until you think it's evening, or
We go down to the pub, I guess. Oh no, that...
okay, so there's a problem with that.
the less people seeing us, the best.
Yeah. Works for me, Lumi.
Zarya's doing a meditation and a pray.
So when do we get to breakfast? This place doesn't feel like a place that serves breakfast.
Do we still want to see the head of the Thieves Guild?
Top of her armoire.
It's because sadly it isn't, Anya.
If anyone can help us find our missing dragon, then it's probably Scanlan and their people, or at least could have possibly seen them. We might get a better idea of where they're at, and well, I did promise Scanlan if we found a dragon, we would let them talk to it. So,
Let's keep up with that promise then.
Well, it's good to know that I was promised to somebody else.
well,
A dragon, not specifically you.
I mean, you didn't know you were going to see me. You thought you were going to see my dad, so that makes sense.
yep.
All right, well, I guess we're not having breakfast then. Well, I have. She started digging through her pack. Drags out a just hunk of dried meat and starts like chewing on it.
Yeah, I'll just get a little ration out as well.
All right, so day passes. It is a long and boring day. Because you don't. I mean, I am under the impression you don't want to go to the bar, and you don't want to. You don't know when Scanlan is awake until you hear a tap 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 on the door.
Bruno?
She'll see you now. Sorry, wrong accent. She will see you now.
Okay, here we go.
This way. And he leads you continuing down the hall until you see the book that you signed in last time.
This again.
Every time.
Oh. Yeah.
Now, does Anya write Anya, or do they have a longer draconic name that they write?
The name that she writes is in Draconic. It is not terribly long. None of you can read Draconic.
Nope.
Nope. Orc.
All right.
Why did we come here again?
You're the
So
one
we-
who asked. Weren't you the one who wanted to come here?
I was the one who wanted to come here.
Oh,
Well, Risha
Also-
also suggested it, and I thought it was a good idea. So,
fair enough.
We came here, Risha, because this beats sitting in a cell.
Does it though? Does it?
The door.
Oh,
opens
we're
in
not
front
gonna
of
sit
you.
in a cell. I'm sure of that.
Oh, we will sit in a cell for about
Yeah.
half a day.
Yeah.
The door opens in front of you. This is not the same room that you guys were in last time. This is as best you can tell, a like upper story porch, or like there's an open like thing, window, I guess you'd call it. On the far side of the room, there's some outdoor furniture spread around the room. And there is a like wet bar in the corner, and Scanlan is leaning out, or leaned against the railing, and the scene behind her is like a bright, sunny late evening. That's obviously, this is not facing in the direction of sundown, but like that golden hour light. And there is just the faintest of smiles as you guys come into the room.
this is a nifty trick, Zari says.
Smile grows a little bigger. Perception check from everybody, please. It's only a 15. Wow, Lumi.
Although I would like to state that I almost beat it rolling a nat one.
That's fair. Oh, geez. Okay, so Risha, Zari, and Anya, you all notice the two toughs who close the door behind you as you guys get towards the center of the room. They're under some sort of illusion spell, so they're not obvious. Like, they weren't obvious when you came in, but like it's a little broken by the one of them that closes the door, and you guys can hear the click of the lock. So, what am I gonna do with you?
Give me head pats, call me a good girl, and send me on my way?
That doesn't seem to be my style, really, Risha.
Style schmile.
So I am smiling, that is true.
We brought you a gift.
I am
And a
nobody's
friend.
gift.
We brought you a person of interest and more information. I know you love both of those things.
I am a big fan of both of those things. Actually, you're all kind of people of interest to me.
As to what to do with us depends on if you want a town to keep stealing from or not.
That is generally ideal. I mean, I don't steal per se, as we deal with we deal with markets that are not exactly the most... I mean, yes, we do steal stuff occasionally, but the point is...
Registered?
Yes. Legal for, because they're stolen, or, drugs or illicit magical items, or any number of other reasons why people would want them, but they aren't available at the Twilight Virtue. Speaking of the Twilight Virtue, are you guys the ones that have been stealing their magical items? Because they have been very upset with me.
I mean,
No.
took some scrolls.
Honesty. Sorry, I love it from you. Just, it's glorious.
We're trying to find someone in town.
Okay, that's useful
Someone
information.
Specific that you may or may not be able to help with. What do you want first, the person of interest or the information?
I mean, she points at Anya. She wasn't with you last time. I guess neither was he, pointing at Elros. So you two, come forward. I feel like that was actually something being knocked over in the game.
This is Elros, another adventurer, originally from Miva. He found us in Miva and has joined our crew since our other member left.
The
Orendal. And this is Anya, daughter of the hero Griffith, who was also a dragon.
Really? And Anya does a little, she's not wearing a dress, but she does a curtsy anyway. And she goes, "Pleased to make your acquaintance." Really?
Yeah.
There's a
nice
lot.
to meet you. That one's the dragon, though.
Yeah, and she's entirely focused on, she's just straight ignoring you, Elros. 100%. So you're saying, A, that Griffith was a dragon, and
Yes.
2, you're his daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Like you said, that one doesn't know subterfuge. She doesn't have a lion bone in her body. I mean, unless there's... Never mind. That's for her to tell. But, yes, no, I am Anya, daughter of Griffith and Magda, brass dragon. There's not enough room here to transform. Otherwise, I would. I need Anya to make a deception check, and I need my NPC to make an insight check. Good thing Anya's good at deception. Unfortunately, Scanlan's good at insight. Fortunately for y'all, Scanlan's not that good at insight. All right.
Not today, at least.
Not today, at least. Fascinating. I have innumerable questions. But I feel like you all are here for a reason, and you're not going to give me the opportunity. Well, maybe you will give me the opportunity to talk with this lovely person after you leave. So
Well,
here, a deal for you. You ask me the questions that you want to ask me, and then you give me. What do you think is fair, Anya? How many hours can I monopolize of your time? Anya goes, I mean, we just slept and rested, and if you feed me and give me something to drink, and I'm not feeling particularly tired, and you're apparently a night owl, so tonight, I'll give you a few hours tonight.
Lumi will start pulling a smirk at the mentions of feed me and and water me.
Scanlan has a grin growing across her face. You and I are going to become immense friends. And to whoever's probably Iberkeet. Anya sides to her. I think I like her. Why didn't you guys introduce me to her earlier?
Because we didn't have a chance to earlier.
Well, I mean, that's fair. So I have my payment, or I will have my payment. A few hours with this lovely person. You can tell that Scanlan is trying desperately not to say creature every time she says it. So what do you want in exchange other than a safe place to sleep and me not turning you into our lovely Georgie?
Well, here's a little bit more information. Georgie is working with the Wooden Limes, and we believe another shady source of power. And the cult of the Righteous Ascendant.
Those assholes.
Yes.
Okay.
In order to perform a grand ritual, that encompasses the entire town of Haifa, in order to destroy the city, and we think maybe find a large source of iron that is under it.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, I don't believe you.
They are using dragon shards and strange little totems
I have scars on my hand to prove it.
As motes of power, and they are running low on dragon shards.
And I also mentioned the strange weather and the big ritual markings that they're casting.
So, okay. This is all well and good. I guess I believe you as much as I can. Because that is quite the tale you're spinning. But
I am swinging for the fences, yes, but I am being honest.
Pieces of it add up. Like for for one of the things, I know that my people are not stealing all of the magic items in town, nor is anybody fencing them through us. So somebody's doing something with the Grand Taberna's magical items, and that makes sense that they're using them to, I don't know, power something big. And the rain has been raining
Non-stop.
Wait, sorry. Yes, we took some scrolls, but you're saying magical items from the Grand Taberna,
like
multiple
swords and axes
magics.
and armor and chalices and
Oh, they have lost all their goodwills with me. Jesus.
They're probably using the iron from them to make their little totems for the ritual.
Yeah, oh, those wooden limes. Oh, they're wearing my patience thin.
From what you guys remember, many sessions ago, Zari, the hammer that you have was one of the few magical items you found in the thing that was not stripped
completely.
Yep. So, you want a safe place to stay. I can provide that for you. It's not going to be terribly comfortable, but at least the guards won't find you here.
Mm-hmm.
You said you wanted help finding a person.
Yes.
And if possible, more of these items.
Lumi will describe at great detail the frightened young woman he observed running southwards way back when.
Give me a wisdom roll, please. See how good your memory is.
Isn't that history?
Yeah, I wanted Lumi to be good at it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this person of this description, their name is Rajiya, and they are Anya's daughter.
Also a dragon?
Also a dragon.
Potentially sleeping at the wood farm.
We have no idea where they're sleeping.
Anya kind of goes, well, sort of a... I mean, she's technically a dragon. She's sort of a half dragon, but she's actually technically a dragon. Look, there's a lot... I won't get into it right now. But dragon, yes. She's a brass dragon as well. Younger than me being my daughter, but not a lot younger than me being my first daughter. Well, technically, she's my only daughter, or son, or child, but she's my first. I had her young, is what I'm saying.
And we need to find her and convince her to leave the city with us. So that the cult of the Righteous Ascendant does not cause another Miva event and use her, use her as part of the ritual.
She nods. She tilts her head slightly for a moment and then goes, someone matching that description has been spotted around town by various people. Well, close enough to the description, I guess. Yeah, mostly in the southwest quadrants of town. Goes out the south gate every night, different times. Best bet would be to find her. Well, finding her at the gate might be a problem, as you guys are wanted by the guards.
Mm-hmm.
But Southgate would be a good place to start, at least. I can let you know when she's spotted in town next, so you can be waiting for her. As much as I would like collecting her, I feel like That's a you job. Although, if you want to bring her back to me to have another conversation like I am going to do with her lovely mother, and I'm sure a wonderful mother you were. Everybody give me an insight check on Anya, please.
I am betting Anya does not feel like she was a great mother.
Yeah, but do you believe that? Why did it roll twice? With a 13. So anybody who got higher than a 13, believes that Anya believes that she wasn't necessarily an amazing mother. So yeah. Southgate, I can even get you closer than here to that gate without having to get your hands dirty murdering another guard.
That was an accident.
That was her.
Oh,
All
that was
three
an
of them?
accident. 3.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
you don't know yet, do you?
Some of the guards are not of this world, one would attempt to say.
They are demon filth and they will be cleansed.
They're demons in disguise.
That's really unfortunate because demons are much better at finding and killing people than... She kind of waves her hand around. So, good to know. Another piece of information that I'm going to add to my toolkit. So maybe the South Gate is a double not great place for you to track down your dragon friend, target.
Any chance you could send one of your agents to the tree farm to see if they can spot her there? Just so.
I mean, I was going to do that and not tell you about it, but sure. Seems like a good plan. Now that you've suggested it, I'll let you know that I'm going to do it.
So yes, if you can get us close to the South Gate, inform us when any of your people notice her arriving or preparing to leave the city, and quite possibly we can come visit you at a more advantageous location, perhaps in a certain coastal city.
This seems like a plan. It seems like a lovely plan. I like the edges and the feels of this plan. And now, my dear, she walks over to Anya, takes her elbow in her hand, or that thing that people do, reaching through somebody's elbow to guide them. And now, my dear, I think you and I need to have a conversation about what's it like being a dragon and many, many other things. And she leads Anya out a side door, and the back.
Before she does that, I would ask for a request.
Yes.
If you could, or any of your group could find more of these shards, it would be helpful to just relocate them for the time being.
Anywhere specific you had in mind?
Well, if they're dragon shards, I'm sure Anya will pay handsomely for them, since they are.
I don't have very much money.
We'll cover you.
Yes, we'll cover you.
Also, the relocation is 15, 20, 30 feet. It seems these spells are very particular about location of things.
All right. If we find them, we'll either collect them or relocate them.
See, I told you I was a good girl and you should give me head pats.
Lumi will give Risha head pats and call her a good girl.
I'm too scared.
Anything else?
We will just want Anya back when we are prepared to leave.
It'll probably be tomorrow evening. Because per word that I'm getting, Raja, you said her name was?
Yes.
Has already left town. And
For today.
my trackers lost track of her. So that's fun. That'll be fun for you to find. But yes, Anya dear, let's go have a conversation. And a side of beef. Maybe a whole side of beef. Anya,
Or
Maybe
a
a
whole
whole-
bougie or 3.
Or whole beef.
Anya's like, ooh, a whole bougie sounds good. And Scanlan is like her expression reads, but beef is more expensive, but I'm not going to argue with it. And leads Anya through a door that closes and vanishes behind her. And the door in the back of the room opens up.
To be fair, Lumi was pushing to just get Anya fed. Like, fed.
As Zari leaves the room, she waves at the 2 invisible guards.
That
One of
was
them
just-
like starts waving back, realizes that you see them, and then stops.
Zari is.
Who are you
They-
waving at,
they-
Zari?
They can. The 2 guards can see a shit-eating grin under Zari's bandages. Oh, no one.
That insight was to see if Anya would be safe.
You are not confident.
I share that trouble with the group.
As the door clicks closed behind you and you are left in a empty hallway.
Yep.
I don't think Scanlan would do anything to Anya initially. I feel like this is the start of a business partnership for them.
Oh, yeah. Lumi will pull out his orb and look deeply into it and absorb the powers within. Reclaiming a 3rd level spell slot.
Yay, you have your 3rd level spell slot back. It's
I have 3 first levels and 1 3rd level.
You're under the impression it's fairly late of night. Do you guys want to do another short rest overnight? And then wait for tomorrow evening? Or do you have
Yes.
stuff you want to do today?
Oh, we can't go outside.
How far outside of town is that tree farm?
Probably normal conditions would be an hour or 2. It's kind of towards the lake. The south gate may not be the closest gate to it. The west gate would be. Probably.
Contemplating sending out a bird midnight, but I don't think the bird would reach back in time to give notice if Raja has been spotted.
Right.
So I won't.
Okay. The night passes. You guys get a slightly more comfortable as there's one fewer people in this room. Evenings of sleep. Go ahead and take another short rest if you need one. And it is the day. Like, it is so boring in here. Like, so there's nothing to do. Like, by the time the evening rolls back around, you guys have looked in every container that's empty of anything of value. Yeah, this place is boring.
I've probably been chatting up Talene, whenever possible, sitting behind the beaded curtain, chatting with her or something.
Right. And yeah, she is the enthusiasm of a child. Just not a care in the world other than the door to the shop opening and closing. But she does keep you secret in the back area. And you guys get word that Raja has been spotted in town. She is ever elusive, but she is headed towards the south gate. And sometime during the day, Anya has returned, like yawning and like cat stretching, but is back with you. And yeah,
Zara
you guys
will ask.
go ahead.
Zara will ask. Everything go okay?
Oh, she's a lovely conversationalist. I don't think I've had such a good conversation in decades at this point. Certainly not with the elves. They were horrible conversationists. I mean, y'all are great, but you're usually more interested in some other things than what I'm actually interested in. She asked me a lot about my history, about my home life, about where I grew up. Some other things. Some things that...
Secrets about Magda?
You know, you may not be wrong, but it wouldn't upset me too much if Magda got taken down a peg or two. All right, so you guys get word, and you are led through a very long and winding set of tunnels that are not sewers, and they're not the water tunnels, and it's pretty obvious that these are built like in the spaces between where other things were built. And there are times when, Zari, it is... people have to push you from the back and pull you from the front to squeeze you through the gaps. Same with you, Valric, in your armor. Like, it is a slog to get through these tunnels. The people who are acting as your guides, like, they're probably small adults or older teens. They're definitely smaller people than y'all are, at least than some of you are. And yeah, they lead you through a set of tunnels, and it opens up like at a like those little windows like in a basement, which have a well in front of them, and then the window like is there, sort of thing. With a grate instead of a window, and you guys can see the south gate. There are guards guarding the gate, like checking people as they come and go. Look like they're looking for specific people. I don't know who that would be. As they go through, and Lumi, with your passive perception and active perceptions being so good, you do notice Raja work her way, or who you think is Raja, work her way through the gate and then head south.
I'll just point her out to Anya to see if she recognizes some family traits of build and or posture.
I mean, it looks right.
She
Smells
does.
right too.
Are we within 60 feet of the gate? Or is it a little further than that?
That's a little further than that, maybe 100.
Okay. I'm going to see if I could use my divine sense again, which is 60 feet, to see how many of them were demons.
Not currently.
Yep.
But get a little closer than you could.
I asked one of the guides that brought here, do you have a tunnel that leads outside the city?
To the east. Not here. Yes, we have a tunnel leads outside the city.
So, I ping on a paladin's divine sense as undead.
Yes. Yes. Although I don't think Zari's done that yet.
Nope.
But we'll
not
have
yet.
soon.
Oh. I thought it, like, just kind of, when you had it up, it just kind of told you all of the creatures in the area that
it does.
fall under it.
It takes an action and it lasts until the end of turn.
Yep.
So,
yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
We can stash you all guys in a cart, and I can pull you out, or we can distract the guards and just run out and keep running.
Have Elros pull us. They don't know his face.
Oh, I think they're gonna have trouble recognizing me as well.
Oh.
As the torch
Yeah.
dawns over Risha's head. Torch dawns. Look. she had a torch moment.
I asked the guides. How much do I have to pay you to lead the guards away for long enough that we can sneak past?
They look at each other. They look at you. They think for a second. 10 brass.
Done.
Hot damn. All right. They like the two guides like conference for a couple seconds and then like go, all right, you'll know when. And they head up out of the gate or out of the grate. And as you guys watch, they start walking up behind the guards. Guards come over to, like they're going to leave town. The guards start coming over to them. And one of them, like, ducks behind the guard, gets down on hands and knees. The other one does a shove, pushes the guard over backwards over the guy that's on the ground, and they both bolt towards the northeast. And you have some amount of time before everybody else reacts. The two guards that were in front of the gate immediately start chasing.
Anya, get on. We might be able to catch her. And I turn into a Warvuji.
Nice. All right. Warvuji, Lumi, Anya on Lumi's back. What the rest of you doing?
We are moving as fast as we can.
All right.
I don't. I stay at the back of the group.
Fair enough. So Zari, are you going to do a divine sense as you pass by within 60 feet of the guards? Because
yes, I am.
So one of the guards chasing the two teens is a demon, and you have an undead next to you.
Hmm?
Yeah, looking over. Iberkeet is undead, as far as your divine sense can tell. Stinks, rotting, terrible smell.
Okay, gonna deal with that later.
Out the gate you go. Lumi, you are loping.
I'm
at
hoofing
speed.
it.
Yeah, you're hoofing it, literally.
I spent 6 seconds to drop my bag of ball bearings, all thousands of them, just outside the gate.
Right.
In case we are pursued.
Right. All right. As you guys run out of town, I need a survival check, Lumi.
Just Lumi or others?
No, Lumi, because Lumi's in the lead, and take advantage from Anya's assistance as she takes the aid action riding on your back. All the rest of you, I'm assuming, are following the stampeding Warvuji.
Yep.
Good thing I keep my mental abilities.
I'll just zoom by the group to catch up.
Right.
Stampede of 1.
23. All right. So you are able to you are able to track. Like you saw where she went. You are able to track. She goes down probably close to the edge of the map to the south, and then curls off the road. And then the tracks disappear. But with your perception, you think you see her in the distance being stealthy. There is a animal at her side. Your perception, what is your stat?
Passive. Passive perception is 21.
Jeez. So yeah, you can see her in the distance. There is a animal at her side. You're not exactly sure what kind of animal, and she is moving carefully through like hedgerows and so on and so forth, and she is scattering something behind her.
I try to be not loud but quiet, like bleh, as I'm going to Anya.
You know I can't speak goat. Wait, no, I can speak goat. She takes and eats another candy. And she can now speak with animal. She can now speak the language that you speak as a Vuji. Because you still have language. Just that your language is animal.
Yeah, and I realize that she's dead ahead. Or
Meh.
like
Meh. So everybody else who's following behind Lumi and Anya hear a bunch of goat bleats back and forth. And yeah, so you follow her for a little bit, and
did I catch up?
What's that? Oh yeah, you're caught up. Like that's not hard. You're faster than Lumi.
Is he though, or is he as fast?
Well, what's your base speed in Cryar?
60.
He's as fast.
Right.
So as we're slowing down to keep pace, he will catch up.
Give me perception check, Cryar and Lumi. Everybody else, you guys are following them and catching up from behind. Jeez. Lumi,
I'm so good.
Lumi, you see the animal that's by her side pull on like her cloak, and then in the distance you see two amber eyelights as this animal is staring directly at you.
Have I recognized which animal this is? Like a wolf or something?
Nature? It's a fair ways, it's a fair ways away. It's hundreds of feet away at this point. But nature. It's a small dog or a very large cat. Doesn't look like a wolf. Doesn't look like any cat you've ever seen either.
Fair enough. So just trying to keep pace and not lose sight of them. Doing the odd bleat communication with Anya.
So
letting her know how far away she is, and
yeah,
she doesn't see them.
So Anya sees them too. You guys get within about 300 feet, and the figure draws a bow and arrow out. Not drawn yet. Everybody else is probably caught up at this point, unless you're rushing off ahead.
No, I've keeping just enough of a distance that I can keep an eye on her.
She stopped moving.
in the last like 5 minutes, I've just kept pace and allowing people to catch up if they want to. My point isn't catch her. My point is make sure we don't lose her.
Well, she's not moving. She's at least 300 feet away from everybody. Like, the closest person is 300 feet away. And she has drawn a weapon.
I think I'll start moseying up in a non-threatening speed. With my head held high, like not like down, ready to butt, just standing straight-ish and moving up for potential communication.
Tail between your legs.
So you hear her yell loudly enough for y'all to hear. Oi! Stop where you are, or the goat gets it.
So we've all caught up by now?
Yeah. You're all
Okay.
at least 300 feet away.
Raja, we've just come to talk. We're here to help you with Griffith.
Make a persuasion check, please.
I'm gonna point out, this is your mother, don't you recognize her? To give him advantage. Or her.
Probably not the best idea to bring up the mother right now.
Well...
I did, and I don't know if it's disadvantage or
that would be
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Oh, oops.
Crap. Thanks, Cryor. Oh. I guess the 7 was it.
Yeah. Jeez.
12 and a 7.
Yeah. So
No, the 19 was rolled first.
Well, but the 12 was rolled actual first.
Yeah. I should have just rolled a second one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the bow comes up and points at you, Zari, and the animal disappears. Perception checks for everybody. Shouldn't say the actual.
Teleported.
And it doesn't actually disappear, but stealths. Need to roll their stealth. They've rolled terrible on stealth. Oh my god. Okay, so DC is 12 to spot the animal. So if you get higher than 12, you see the animal like duck into a hedgerow and slink down and start coming closer to you. Everybody who got less than a 12, the animal is hidden. How did I roll?
Okay. At the bow raising, Zari stops, puts her hammer on the ground and raises her hands. No, seriously, we're here to help. We know about Griffith, and we want to stop the cult from using him to destroy our city.
Who the hell's Griffith?
Your grandfather.
Oh. And Anya's like, I don't think she knew that. What do you mean, my grandfather? What do you mean, my grandfather? Boy, I don't know the accent well enough. Sorry. It's supposed to be British, like low accent, but I'm being terrible. Anyway.
Cockney.
Talk to Anya in Orcish. Like, does she know you're her mother?
I mean, she probably doesn't at this range. Like, she's looking at the bow. She's probably got pretty good eyesight, but I don't think she can tell from here. The cat's closed about half the distance by now.
Can we please just sit down and talk, please?
I don't trust you. Why should I trust you? You chasing me out of town. Doing a good job of it, I gotta say.
We're trying to keep you safe from people that want to kill you.
And how do I know that you're not those people? I could shoot your mountain dead, keep you from following me, and just leave.
The mount turns back into a person, and I say, I'd like to see you try. But we don't want to harm you. We just...
Oh, it's glorious. They got a druid. That's great. At this point, Anya, you dropping to the ground as you turn back into, looks off to the side and says, "Fucking Serval? What are you doing with her?" And we will end the stream there. So, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It has been great having you here today. Bye.